Today on Eagle Nation News, Haley Brown reported on last night's political forum.
And Julia B. Zion reports on a nonprofit organization called Little Free Library, which has put little boxes of books all around Prosper.
And finally, the controversial aftermath of yesterday's presidential alert. Eagle Nation News starts right now. Good afternoon, Prosper High School. Today is Thursday, October 4th. I'm Christina Folsom.
I'm Braden Brandvold.
And I'm Casey Boston.
Now, I really hate bringing up the sad topics. I really hope that next time we can talk about something happy. Unfortunately, what happened yesterday needs to be discussed. Braden?
That's right, Christina. On Wednesday, a man shot several police officers in South Carolina. One of the officers later died due to the shooting. The shooter claimed he could see the police officers from several hundred yards away while they were trying to serve a warrant to someone else in their house.
Thank you, Braden. The Texas Department of Transportation has proposed building a road around McKinney and Prosper, taking traffic off of 380 instead of expanding it by making it wider. However, this has caused controversy and people have further questions on why McKinney is proposing this road into Prosper.
Thank you, Casey. Students had the opportunity to ask questions to congressional candidates at the political forum last night. Haley Brown reports.
The upcoming elections of Texas's 3rd Congressional District, Republican Representative Van Taylor and Democratic candidate Lori Birch are competing for one of Texas's 36 seats in Congress. Prosper's event tonight is an educational opportunity for students and community members to engage with attending candidates and ask questions to gain a better perspective of their views. All right, so I'm here with Democratic candidate Lori Birch. So why did you agree to attend Prosper's political forum and answer questions from the student body tonight?
We need to be able to have leaders who will be accountable and will listen to questions and be transparent and authentic. It's very important to, as soon as people are of voting age, to be engaged in the process. I think it's important to cast light on this and be able to make sure that you all feel like you're being seen and you're being heard and that you will be represented.
Could you tell me a little bit more about what these elections entail and how voting affects Prosper?
Yeah, so these are the midterm elections, and so this election specifically is for the House of Representatives, and it's between State Senator Van Taylor and Miss Lori Birch, who is the candidate we heard from tonight. When we elect either State Senator Van Taylor or Miss Birch, those people will actually represent us in Washington, D.C. when bills are trying to be passed on the House floor. So they are our voice in Washington, D.C., and they are the only way that we can affect politics in a meaningful way.
It looks like tonight's event was helpful in aiding not only the candidates to elaborate on their views, but an opportunity for PHS students and the Prosper community to get informed about the candidates running for the upcoming midterm election. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Haley Brown. Prosper.
Thank you, Haley. It's the little things, they say, that makes people happy. So what about a little free library? Coming up after this.
Little Free Library is a nonprofit organization with little books inside of them. Now, Julia B. Zion takes a closer look.
Many volunteer opportunities exist around the Dallas area, but one is closer than you may think. Located in Light Farms is a Take One, Leave One book exchange organization called the Little Free Library.
The goal of the Little Free Library was to put books in the hands of our community. The kids have a library at school, but they are summertime after school, they have access to books. A lot of them have access to books in their home, but we wanted to provide a place that we could put books, new books, used books, books that kids can get excited about, but also that adults can get excited about, because we have kid and adult books in the Little Free Library.
The Little Free Library in Light Farms held its official ribbon cutting in February of this year. Since then, there has been much success in this location.
Reading is the 100% most beneficial thing that you can learn in school. If you can read, you can do anything in the future.
Go to the library and the big books.
The Little Free Library was originally started by Todd Bolt in 2009. However, it was not recognized as an official nonprofit organization until 2012. Now, there are over 75,000 locations in 88 countries, run by only 14 employees, but over 24,000 volunteers.
Little Free Library is set apart because you can put it in places where there are not libraries. You can put it in places where there's high poverty. You can put a Little Free Library in Africa where kids do not have access to books whatsoever, and you can make a tremendous difference for kids and families. There are some kids that can't afford books, and so we want them to have the same opportunities as other kids, so we can put those in the Little Free Library.
The Little Free Library in Light Farms is located in the barnyard. It is open 24 hours and anyone can donate or exchange books. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Julia Bizion. Prosper.
Thank you, Julia. Yesterday, there was a tested message for the presidential alert system. However, for some people, they didn't receive it. Jordan Ramsey will have your Eagle update over the situation after this.
Now we send it over to Jordan Ramsey with your Eagle update.
Thank you, Braden. I'm Jordan Ramsey here with your Eagle update. Yesterday afternoon, FEMA tested its long-awaited presidential alert system, which was set to send a test message to 225 million cell phone users across the United States. The message read that it was only a test and that there was no action needed. The messaging system is set up to warn the nation of national emergencies and can be deployed by President Trump himself. Although the messaging system successfully got through to most users, there was still a large amount of people whose message was delayed or who never received one at all. I know that several of my friends were concerned when they were the only few who did not receive the message. Before the test was implemented, it already had a lawsuit filed against it. Plaintiffs are suing President Trump and FEMA Administrator Brock Long for violating their First and Fourth Amendment rights to be free from warrantless, non-consensual trespass into their cellular devices. Well, that's all I have for you today. Be sure to follow us at Eagle Nation News on Twitter for more updates and visit our website, eaglenation.net, to watch previous episodes. Back to you, Braden.
Thank you, Jordan. Now let's take a look at the meeting schedule for this week. ASL Club and Honor Society is meeting today in room 2018. The National Art Honor Society is also meeting today in the LGI. Now take a look at the meeting schedule for the rest of the week.
Well, that's going to do it for our show today. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Casey Boston.
I'm Braden Brandvold.
And I'm Christina Folsom. Live long and prosper.